Blair Thomas and Magic. Subscribe now, watch us live lavish. We got Brooks, now we live and we bringing major vibes. Up City and Alliance, we taking.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your man Magic here, and today it's been a little minute, but in the spirit of
Whoa.
What?
It's your boy Magic here, and
Oh my God, boss. Can I get through the whole thing before I get to your name?
I don't put my name right after yours.
Oh my God. Make no sense. And after I was gonna get done with my spiel, and I'm here with the Blair Thomas. Like, can I get through my spiel first before you decide?
Go ahead. I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Nice. Oh God. Anyways, Magic and the Blair Thomas, and today on the Obsidian Alliance, it's been a little minute. It has. And we've been through a tumultuous month. But the topic of this video actually is dealing with current events. So, we're gonna be dealing with a lot of subjects, such as rest in peace to Kevin Conroy, also known as the Batman. Rest in peace to Jason David Frank,
aka
Tommy Oliver, the Green Ranger, the Red Turbo Ranger, the White Ranger, the Black Dino Ranger, and the Red Zeo Ranger.
My boy got a resume of Rangers.
And of course, last but not least, Lord Draken. So
put some respect on Tommy Oliver's name.
Rest
in power.
There's Pokemon Scarlet and Violet that just came out, which comes with a myriad of mixed responses, everything from great to buggy and difficult to play. And then, of course, with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet coming out, Ash Ketchum has won the World Championships, his first one ever, World Championship, that is, not championship overall, in 25 years. So that and some other topics to go to. But first things first, let's talk about Kevin Conroy, who died now, I think about 2 weeks now. How did his death impact you? Oh, and before we get to that, thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we do appreciate all of the support. Now, back to Batman. D. Blair Thomas, how did Kevin Conroy's death impact you? And what is Kevin Conroy's legacy to you?
Is there an animated Batman or gameplay Batman without Kevin Conroy?
Not in our generation, no.
Justice League Unlimited, Batman Beyond, the Batman animated series. Like, I mean, the list goes on. Arkham Knights, like, Kevin Conroy was Batman. And it just kind of hits home with, like, how fast time goes by and also how precious time can be. Because Kevin Conroy wasn't terribly old, you know?
Yep, 66.
Exactly. You know? But we've talked about this before. Some people are just born for a role. You know, you have James Earl Jones for Darth Vader and Mufasa. You got Mark Hamill for the Joker. And really for Luke too, not just his voice.
Yeah, Luke Skywalker. Yeah.
You got RDJ, Iron Man. So it's just like, you got Hugh Jackman, Logan, Wolverine. Some people, when they get it right, I mean, they slam dunk it. They slam dunk it when they get it right. And Kevin Conroy was getting it right to the T. As they do on TikTok, it was perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Down to the last minute detail. But to Kevin Conroy, and of course, condolences to his family, but thank you. Thank you for such a great legacy, such fun and emotions, and waking up on the weekends, like finding out what Joker or Harley Quinn or Mr. Freeze, what they were going to get you into next, seeing you work with the Robins, Batgirl. It was some of these animated shows are just like the Batman animated series was really before its time. It really was. It had everything.
And not to cut you off, I think the only time Kevin Conroy has not played Batman is in the Batman spinoffs, like Beware the Batman or like the other Batman. I was like almost it almost was like the cheesy Batman of like justice is unisex. But no, sorry, continue if you were gonna continue. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean those Batmans are all right. I mean, it's just that voice brought charisma. Like I could like if I was blindfolded right now, sitting in a chair with my hands tied behind my back, and I just heard, "You're gonna tell me what I need to know," and I'm just like, "Oh shit, that's Batman!" Like, oh, I'm in trouble for real, for real. Like, I'm really in trouble now. Like he had the right kind of depth, but also the right kind of calm and ferocity in the calmness. Like he didn't have to assert himself to a certain level for you to be like, I am vengeance, I am the night. And it's just like he was barely even yelling. He just raised his voice just a little bit, and it was just like, yeah, that's Batman. That's Batman. And I'll just say it's just sad. It's really sad. Of course, nobody lives forever, but what a great legacy to leave behind. Seriously, what a great, memorable, and lengthy legacy to leave behind.
Yeah, because he pretty much did Batman till the day he died. For me, of course, Kevin Conroy first got me into DC Comics. So with Batman the Animated Series, and helped produce one of my favorite characters of all time, Harley Quinn. So Kevin Conroy speaks an unfathomable legacy to me, because I would not be into comics today as much as I am without Kevin Conroy. And I wouldn't love the Batman character as much without Kevin Conroy. So, and he's done a lot for not only the comic community, but for the LGBTQ community as well, because of course Kevin Conroy was gay.
I did not know that. I didn't know that.
Yep, he was gay, and he has actually I forget which comic book issue, and I'll put it up here, that talks about his story of how it was hard for him to get roles because of that sort of thing. But Paul Dini and the guys over at Warner Brothers decided to give him a chance at Batman, and he nailed it. And of course, he's been Batman ever since I've pretty much been born. So that's pretty much a 30-year legacy.
Do you know the only thing I wish I would have known?
What?
Remember that episode of Justice League Unlimited where Aquaman was being pursued by Deadshot, and they said, Superman was like, "Who hired you?" And Deadshot wouldn't say anything. Batman was like, "Let me give you one word of advice." And you never heard what he said. I want to know what he said to make him talk. Because all Superman said was, "You don't want to know." I want to know. I want to know what he said.
Or like in that episode of Justice League where he said, where it was old Bruce Wayne meeting young Bruce, and Batman had him dangling over the building, and old Bruce was like, "I could never believe I was this green." And it's like, this is how you interrogate someone. And then the Joker boys from the future just spilling out everything, including the fact that he wet the bed at 14. Oh my God. But Kevin Conroy's legacy as Batman is only matched by Mark Hamill's Joker. That's pretty much the legacy of those characters. And it's gonna be Luke is gonna be Luke is gonna I said Luke, but Mark Hamill is gonna be sadder than Kevin Conroy, only because he's done so much more with other things than just the Joker. But the Joker and Luke Skywalker will be the most two for Mark Hamill. But moving on, a week after we just recovered from Kevin Conroy, we lose Jason David Frank to suicide amidst a very hard divorce. So, one, I'm going to say this to all men out there: get your mental health in order. That's one. Actually, everybody should get their mental health in order, but especially to men, because it's very hard on us.
Too.
That's very true. Yes, make sure you get your mental health in order. Make sure that you take care of your health, and make sure that you have the people around you that could be able to help you in times of need. But yeah, suicide, found in a hotel room, was going through a hard divorce. At 49 years old, and his death, Kobe Bryant's death, and a couple others in their 40s have really made me look at mortality. Kobe Bryant, of course, died in a helicopter crash doing something that he does every day, especially with his daughter in his arms. Jason David Frank was going through a hard divorce, and he couldn't take it. It's just like, those are things that are seemingly mundane, and took such a toll, at least Jason David Frank says, that he couldn't. It's almost like Robin Williams, because it's like it's not like Jason David Frank was hurt. It's not like he was hated by his fans. He was loved by everyone. When they came out in the end credit scene for Power Rangers, like, we were so stoked and so hyped for them to come back. And of course, he was still in Power Rangers as the Black Dino Ranger and Dino Thunder. And every time they have a reunion of the Red Rangers, it's him and Jason Austin Scott coming back as Red Rangers. And it's just, and then to see on Instagram all of the former Rangers, even the Super Sentai Green Rangers, showing their respect to him. And it's just, this is a hard death to look at and watch, because it's just like, this comes out of left field for everybody, because go ahead. I can't. I can't.
Understand something, and I was having a conversation earlier this week with some people. I understand people just maybe like, bro, these are just characters. And if that's your take, fine. But understand something. Being 5 or 6 years old and turning on TV and you see it's morphin' time and it's all of them doing the dances with the cheesy explosions. Yeah, it may look like crap now, but in the 90s, that was our end game. When they met the Ninja Turtles, that was our end game. When they all combined, and you saw the different types of Megazords and then the movie Ivan Ooze,
who has not shown up in any Power Rangers comic or stuff since, because he was just too strong.
Ivan Ooze, man, that I'm 30. Gonna be 31. I have that movie in my room right now. That I will gladly watch that movie. And I might watch it just to pay my respects. Because you know what? Let's go ahead and get the elephant out of the room. Maybe we don't know what he was like in his personal life. That doesn't mean that he did that. That doesn't mean he should have went out like that. if he whatever comes out or whatever, y'all make y'all own opinion about him. I'm just here to pay. I'm here to pay homage to the legacy of the character and a man that was suffering in silence, and that type of thing needs to be talked about more. I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna have something to say. Oh, maybe he wasn't as friendly as this, or he wasn't friendly to the fans. Blah blah. We're all human people. That doesn't mean that you
And
deserve.
I would tell, at least for the fans part, that is wrong. That is wrong. He loved every moment with us. Every moment with us. My homeboys at Tough Skin Comics got a shout out from him. And you see videos all the time at him at Comic Cons and everything else, appreciating us as fans, and we loved him back. And even Austin St. John, I'm sorry, I said his name backwards. They had beef. But for him to be like, yeah, we wasn't the best of friends, but once a Ranger, always a Ranger. And it's just at certain points, it's just like, continue. I'm sorry.
No. I get it, man. Like you said, it just makes you think because we're not that far from 49 no more. Like, we're not. It's closer than farther. Like, I'm just being real. Just being real.
Yeah, no, it's because I am 15 years away from 49 and I am 16 away from 18.
16 away from what?
No, sorry, not 16. 8. Sorry. So yeah. I'm doing math wrong. I'm sorry. Continue.
Look. It's all right. It's all right. Point being, people, is when you look at how close yet kind of far these years were, like the fact that I can still remember getting up and hearing an intergalactic threat has come to Earth. We need 5 teenagers with attitude. Like, it's still here. It's still here. And to all the young guys or young whoever, whatever you like it, man. And don't feel like you gotta fit in with everybody. I know right now anime and comic books is the wave. Understand that it always wasn't. And that's where we came in. It wasn't always the wave. It wasn't the wave to play Pokemon. It wasn't the wave to like comics and stuff. This stuff just became cool, and we were here before it was cool. So, not saying that we're better than y'all or anything like that, but just keep that in mind. Like, for y'all that are 20, 19, and whatever, when you guys see whoever y'all saw now as kids, and when y'all older, maybe 30, 34, and you start seeing them dwindle down. Hell, the Yellow Ranger died when she was 29. She been dead. And I had completely forgotten about that.
Yeah, Trini, she died in 2001.
Right. So rest in power to both Kevin Conway and Tommy. And just, fellas, get yourselves checked out, man. Talk to somebody. Seriously, talk to someone. I don't care who it is. Talk to someone.
Exactly.
Like,
also, side note, I did do math right. It is 16.
Okay. All right.
Because while he was talking, I was listening, but I was just like, wait, did I just forget math?
And the theme song, the Power Rangers, that goes down in history as at least on everyone's top 10 of TV theme songs. I don't care what you talk about. The guitar solo alone. Power Rangers. Like, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. That man went in that studio and said, yo, put some stank on the beat right now. He's like, yo, I got you, bro. Watch this. Watch me work.
Oh my God. But on a more positive notes, or at least as positive as we can get, we are a couple of days away from Thanksgiving. Few days away from Thanksgiving. So make sure that you enjoy your time with your families. Make sure that, you eat as much as you can, enjoy your time. But during this time in November, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet came out. And we have the Pokemon expert here. So how has your game been going so far?
All right. Well, Mr. Magic, I understand that you've been showing us some stuff about the glitches and stuff. Ladies and gents, most new games when they come out have glitches, but it's not to the point where you're having to reset your game or it doesn't save the Pokemon you caught or anything like that. But what's really grasping me towards this game, you have so much to do. You can do your basic little storyline of getting your gym badges. You're nowhere near done. Nowhere near it. After going through just a little bit of I only got 4 badges so far. I'm taking my time. I am taking my time. This open world experience, sir, you have Pokemon acting like parents. They have the pre-evolved form being guarded by the bigger forms now. And then in the ocean, everything's free swimming. Some of them are even like interacting with each other. And then when you get too close, all their attention turns towards you like an animal, you know? You start the game off with your legendary, but you can't use it, which is what I love that. I love the fact that he can't battle. You can ride on him, can't battle with him. And mind you, I'm only halfway through the story, so I'm not going to spoil anything else about it. But I'd say out of 10, I'm giving this 8.5. Reason why, the forms, Nintendo or who owns the Pokemon company again? It's not
It
Nintendo.
It's pretty much it's Pokemon and Nintendo. Yeah.
Okay, well, listen, y'all stop giving Charizard forms, please. Like, he don't need no more. Can we focus on somebody else?
Do something else. Do something else. That's it. That's all we want. Do something else. Holy shit! Do something else! Holy shit! Stop sending me this bullshit and then get mad when I don't like it! Jesus! Goddamn tap dancing Christ!
Please. This is coming from a person who has never chosen Charizard as a starter. I rarely even choose fire types as my starter because they're overrated in my opinion. So there are so many talented artists online making different regions, different forms, different Pokemon in general. Y'all got to get more creative and please stop recycling Pokemon. We don't need 6 forms for this and 7 forms for that. But overall in the game, sir, I'm having a great time. It's really a good playthrough. The fact that I can play with my friends, all I have to do is hit them up on the Nintendo Switch and they pop right up in my game. We can do raids together, battle, whatever. I'm having a great time. You guys can have whatever opinion you want about it, but at the end of the day, this is probably one of the best directions I've seen Pokemon go in as far as storytelling, character development in the story, as far as how you get new moves, the leveling up system, the free roaming. You can go to any part of the region, sir, and if you just so happen to get your whole team messed up by a level 67 Pokemon, that's your business. You shouldn't have been out there. Take your ass back to Route 1 and 2 where you know what to do at. But it's really great. It's I think if anyone doesn't like it, you're always going to find something you don't like. But to say it's a terrible game is very much a stretch. It's not a terrible game at all. It's a really fun game. And 4 of our other members, I believe, play it. Major Vibes, him and his girlfriend are playing. Shout outs to Major Vibes. Even though you kind of threatened me in the group chat with a battle, I've been waiting. And you haven't been saying. So I'm going to shout you out on here. Shout outs to Major Vibes. Yeah, he beat me, 3 years ago. We can get off the old stuff. I'm waiting now. Like, I want smoke now. Like, I want smoke right now. I wish this was live so I could tell you how much I want smoke. We have Mado. She has both versions. She's playing through them. Shout outs to Mado. We have
Brooks.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm so sorry, Brooks. I know you're probably gonna be like, "Wow, you forgot my name."
Yeah,
Got a brain
he's
fart.
gonna flame you later.
Yeah, Brooks is also playing, and we're having a great time. We're having a great time. Hopefully, Mr. Magic will join us next time on the next region.
Yes, I actually it's funny because I'm gonna because I'm supposed to join y'all, of course, on Modern Warfare, which also came out this month. Actually not this month, came out late last month. We're all supposed to get back on Call of Duty, but we're waiting on Brooks to get the game. Once Brooks gets the game, then I'll get the game, and then everybody else will probably much fall in line.
I'm getting it with this Thanksgiving paycheck. Shout out to Time and a Half.
Yeah, definitely shout out to Time and a Half because Lord knows I wasn't getting it for the first years of my job, but we're getting it now and definitely taking advantage of it. But speaking of Pokemon and new things, Ash has finally won a world championship. He is now 4-21 when it comes to major tournaments. I brought it there. Yeah, because he was supposed to be the best that ever was, and it took him 25 years. And now, granted, I will give him the fact that at one point he was supposed to win, but that dude had like 6 legendaries. So it was kind of ridiculous.
He was supposed to win twice. He lost a fire move against a water move against the mega evolved Charizard, and his Greninja was fusing spirits with him, and they lost. That was a cheap shot. And then to have a dude in the Sinnoh region, why does he have a Latios and a Darkrai? Why? Why couldn't you just give him one? And there was a rumor coming out that they were thinking about giving him a Giratina. Why? Why? For what? Why? That don't make no sense.
So yeah, the final episode of this coming up season is Glad I Chose You, which is of course a callback to the first episode of Pokemon ever, Pokemon I Choose You. So we're thinking, a lot of people are thinking that this is pretty much the end of Ash's journey, which I actually honestly would like it to be, me personally.
Why? So he can age now?
Well, not only that, but I want Red.
I want his own series.
Yeah, but I want it brought to the forefront. I don't want it to just be, in the background. Like, we know Red exists and he has his own series. I want Red's adventures to now be in the forefront and to get all that specialty crap that Pokemon has been getting for pretty much the last decade. Like,
it has Mega Evolution.
So I want Red's story brought to the forefront, or I want Ash to now challenge Red. So
but on a side note, sir, I need you to do me a favor in this. I'm gonna have Mr. Magic put up, if he would be so kind as to put up one of my favorites from the new region. I'm not gonna tell you its name. I'm not gonna tell you how to get it. I just want it shown. If you don't mind doing that for me.
Sure, send it to me in the notes.
Yeah, of course. But it's a fairy and steel type. That's all I'm gonna say. And yeah, she's packing heat on my team. She's definitely packing heat. But yeah, shouts out to Ash, man. I'm sick of everybody hating on him. Shouts out to Ash. 20 years worth of disappointments, and I almost had it going from the top 16 to the top 8 to the top 4, back down to the top 10, back to the top 4 to the top 2 to runner up. Man, Ash been through the ringer. And y'all, first of all, you already know Ash was playing fair, because if he wanted to, after the 3rd season, he had a full team of champions. He could have brought Sceptile, Pikachu, Swellow, Charizard. He could have had his entire squad from back in the day come back and whoop everybody. So shouts out to him for playing fair, because I wouldn't have played fair. I promise you, Charizard would have been traveling with me my whole time. After he got his training up, after he First of all, Ash's Charizard has beaten legendary Pokemon. Ash's Sceptile has beaten legendary Pokemon. Ash's Pikachu has beaten legendary Pokemon. Ash's Greninja has beaten legendary Pokemon. Listen, I need y'all to stop sleeping on Ash's squad. Ash got about 60 Pokemon, and 20 of them are some heavy hitters. He got enough for at least 3 decent squads. I'm telling you, it's going to be a problem if this man say, you know what? I'm tired of traveling with new Pokemon. Everybody come back with me real quick. Y'all ain't ready for that. Y'all not ready for that, and neither is Red. Yeah, I said it. Red ain't ready for it either.
Oh, man. But it was a nice touch that when Pikachu was down, the OG squad was the first, even including Butterfree, which that was a nice touch. That made me choke up a little bit because, of course, we haven't seen them since they were let go and went on their own adventures. Yeah, I don't know why either. I don't know why either.
Who releases a newly evolved Pidgeot? Like, bro, you.
And Butterfree was pretty much newly evolved at that point, too. My man fell in love and went to the thing.
I mean, if you gotta leave your bros to procreate and be a man, sometimes that's what it takes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
But nah, he should have came. Like this, I just would want to have imagined him as this would have been a good final season to be like, you know what? I'm taking my OG6 out there. And we just it's gonna be back to the old days. And win, lose, or draw. So
I'm still waiting for Pidgeot to come back.
Yeah.
Ash, remember, Ash, you told him 20 years ago you was gonna come back to him. Where you at?
Jesus.
Come on, bro. You can't just leave Pidgeot in Pallet Town, bro. That's not how that works. Like, I'm mad that they didn't do that, but like, I am glad to see the progression, at least when it comes to his battle style. He's gotten smarter, more tactical, more resourceful, and more creative. Now, as far as his aging, y'all
catch y'all. You gotta let that go.
What, you want him to be 35 with a beard and a tattoo? Like, what you want? You want him to have a 401k? You want him to drive a Prius or a Chevy, pulling up to the Pokemon League? No, man. We keeping this as children. Mind you, this man has been exposed to every legendary type of energy. How do y'all know Ash just can't age anymore? He done been exposed to Kyogre, Groudon, Xerneas, Yveltal, Mew, Mewtwo, Ho-Oh, Lugia. Like,
not only that, he's died 6 times.
Yeah, like maybe when Mewtwo and all them Pokemon cried and brought him back to life, maybe their tears make him not age, man. Use your imagination. We're talking about a world where a fish evolves into a sea dragon and can spit fire and all this other stuff. You got a slug that evolves into a dragon. Like, I don't want to hear, oh, it's not realistic because the Ash isn't aging. Are you kidding me? Shut up. I wish Pokemon was real. You get $34,000 for defeating some trainer on Route 4. I could use $34,000 right about now.
True. Not only that, like we got a Pokemon that turns from eggs to a tree to a bigger tree, and that bigger tree is a dragon somehow.
Like I said, is Pokemon perfect? No, but let's go ahead and get down to the nitty gritty. A 25-year run for anime and games ain't nothing to play with.
Nope,
it ain't nothing to play with. You wish your favorite game had that kind of run. You wish your favorite anime had that kind of run. I mean, shout outs to One Piece. I'm hoping Luffy become. Yeah, is Luffy gonna become Pirate King now? Because Naruto's out the way. We got Naruto out the way. I think Ichigo about to be over with. Like,
yeah, they brought back Bleach for this purpose, so Ichigo's about to be out of here.
Yeah, like Goku ain't never gonna be done, but we'll leave him over there.
But let's be real. Goku's become a god now. Naruto's become Hokage. Ichigo's done with his story. Sailor Moon is pretty much getting a revamp with all of her story. So with Sailor Moon Crystal, and of course she becomes a god at the end. Everybody's pretty much achieved their goals in some sort of way with the popular anime, except for Luffy. But Luffy Gear 5 is almost about to come out. So just be on the tune for that. Boruto, of course, is about to go through a time skip. And I know people are like, ooh, yeah, that's the exact reaction. I don't care about Boruto. La, 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 la.
Boruto, you will never be your father. Understand? Your father, me and your father grew up together. I don't want to hear you, bro. Especially since you disrespected him throughout the first whole arc. I'm still mad at you for that. And yes, Mr. Magic, yes, I'm still gonna be mad. Let me be mad. I'm still gonna be mad.
I'm
not letting it go. No,
can we at least help our daughter make sure that she goes through a process? Because if there's one character that we both can agree on, from me and the Blair Thomas, it is Sadara, and we want her to be broken and grow.
Can we please get a bright pink Susanoo with the curse marks going down it? Not the curse marks, the healing marks, the black marks going down it. I need to see this Susanoo punching through mountains. That's what I need. If you give me, you know what? Better yet, you give me that, I'll shut up about Boruto. I'll buy the whole series on DVD if I got to. If you give Sadara that, give her the Eternal Mangekyo. Hell, if you want to really make it interesting, give her a Rinnegan, or let her train underneath her mother for an arc, or underneath Naruto for an arc, because let's be serious now. Could you imagine an Eternal Mangekyo and Sage mode? Woo! Yo, if they were to give Sadara Sage, they couldn't even, because Mitsuki's already broken with his Sage mode. His Sage mode ain't even complete.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. So it's just boy. But as you can see, we're very excited for Sadara's growth. I'm actually happy for Boruto to actually be going with a time skip, because it needs it. That manga's dragging with Code and all them. Sorry if you don't know who's Coda and all them. I'm not gonna spoil the rest of that for you, but it's dragging with all them characters, because all them characters is
Can we get a new jutsu too? If I have to see one more massive Rasengan, or a compressed Rasengan, or an invisible Rasengan, or a red, green, and white Rasengan, rainbow Rasengan, double Rasengan, can we please? Even in the arc with Indra and Ashura, we had a Rasengan with little mini Rasengans inside of it. Like, come on. Y'all better not show Naruto that. Don't show Naruto that, because
I'm pretty sure he already had one technically with the Asha Rasengan, where he combined the three Kurama clones and combined them with the three heads, and looking like the living tribunal with Rasengan.
Like, I understand, people. It's an S rank jutsu. I understand. But man, how many times are we come on, man. Can we at least get another variant? Because I understand that we have the Rasengan, the Master Rasengan, Rasen Shuriken, the compressed Rasengan. But come on, man.
I honestly would like for them to go into the Uzumaki thing, because we don't, nobody's ever gone into, the only people that we've seen go into their bag when it comes to family jutsus is Minato or Madara or Shisui or Itachi. It's just with the Uchiha clan, the higher ups went into their bag, but we never really seen an Uzumaki get into their bag, because most of them were pretty much dead or chased out or whatever the case may be. But I would love to see, because the Uzumaki are known for their sealing, which is why you got
their chakra reserves as well.
Yeah. So it's just I would love to see that. And, we haven't seen a Flying Thunder God either. So somebody getting the Minato's bag. The characters are getting much faster now. So, we can go with that. But cut this video short before we go on and on and on. So that's all of the current events that we wanted to talk about.
Whoa,
Okay.
whoa!
What
Don't
happened?
do Shuri like that. Don't do Shuri like that. I know you don't. You're not a fan of it. Don't do Shuri like that. You're not gonna do that. That's what you're not gonna do. You're not just gonna bypass the closing of Phase 4. Shout outs to, you know what? Since Mr. Magic wants to sit here and shake his head, Shuri, shouts out to you. Shouts out to Lupita. Shouts out to Auntie Angela. You was looking marvelous in that dress. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Anyway, Wakanda forever.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing that I will say. It's not that I hate on them because they're women. So let's get that out the way. Because there are going to be some people that look at this video and be like, oh, you don't like the fact that that the thing was full of women. First of all, in the comic books, Wakanda is pretty much run by the women. Like, let's get that straight. The Midnight Angels in Wakanda, straight out the comic books. Like all the stuff that the Dora Milaje do, straight out the comic books. Like, let's not get this twisted. There might have been a lot of male Black Panthers, but the females run the show. So let's not get that twisted. The only thing that I didn't like about the fact of what happened with Wakanda Forever was the fact that they didn't recast T'Challa. They just gave him a son. Which, once again, if you read the comic books, there's some from other universes, and then I think there's a kid that's close to that that they're building off of for the main universe. But that's neither here nor there. But no. Highest grossing, I believe it is the highest movie grossing for the month of November. So shouts out to Black Panther, even though we knew it was going to make money anyway, because it's Black people, and Black people are going to support no matter what. And, now we got this, and, we got new signs now. So, as a way of saying hello. So, the Latino community got this, we got this. So, now, as far as a mini review of Black Panther Wakanda Forever, I give it a 6.5 for me personally. And the main reason I give it a 6.5 is not because the movie is horrible, but having your movie entire script pretty much leak is bad. It's really, really bad. And that takes it away from me. And the fact of this was a funeral movie. That's all. Now, I'm not going to take away from the fact that it was a funeral movie, but I am kind of taking away from the fact that it's pretty much what happens in the aftermath of a major figure dying. This all this was. This is just the fallout of that. That's all it was. Because as it's said throughout the entire movie, the whispers are there. The Black Panther has fallen. T'Challa would have done this. T'Challa would have done that. Don't speak upon my brother. And all of this stuff is because of T'Challa. T'Challa is felt throughout the whole entire movie. Are you going to be more noble like your brother, or are you going to do things like me? Like, yeah, he's throughout this entire movie. The cold opening of just showing Black Panther and T'Challa and Chadwick Boseman with silence.
I called it, and I called it. I called it. I already know I wasn't going to get credit for it. They probably already had it in the works, but I called it. I called it.
So yeah, like we knew that was a thing. So yeah. But speak on Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
I will. With Chadwick in mind, I give it a 7.5. Without Chadwick being in mind, I give it a 6.5. Only reason why I gave it a 7.5 is because of Chadwick. Now, is that to say the acting was bad? No, it was not. Does that to say that the action was bad? No, it was not. What I do prefer, I would have preferred Shuri being a little bit more bloodthirsty, because she was a menace in that comic book run. Y'all see, the funny thing is, y'all think T'Challa the one who want to kill people. Y'all think Okoye the one who want to kill. No, Shuri, that girl.
Yeah, that girl's ruthless.
Atlantean genocide was her agenda in the comic.
Yeah, when Wakanda got flooded in the comics, Shuri is like, I don't give a damn. I'm going after everyone.
Namor came back to a literal pile of dead Atlanteans. You're not like that. That wasn't even in the film. Like, y'all gotta understand, you know, this was a send-off movie, the closing of phase 4 of the trauma phase. All the characters coming to grips with their demons. And yes, Mr. Magic may have his reserves about it. I think it was a proper closing. Doesn't mean it was perfect. None of them have really been perfect. I told you my favorite Marvel movie, or one of my top 3, is one that everybody hates. The Hulk. I love the 2008 Hulk movie. I like it because we never get to see him wild out. He wild out. That's the Hulk I wanted to pull up on Thanos in that ship when he had the Power Stone. That's the Hulk I wanted. I didn't want the whole, I got hit in the throat, I can't move, like, and getting pieced up. No. No. So, and then, like I said, everybody has their opinions, and that's fine. It's not a terrible movie, people. It's not.
Nope.
But all we can do is hope that things progress. Again, rest in power to Chadwick. Thank you for what you've done. And Shuri, thank you for picking up the mantle for now. Do appreciate it. Shouts out to M'Baku,
You bald-headed demon.
Bald-headed demon.
Our gates have been breached. If my team was out there, this fishman would have been brought on our knees before us. If your muscle brains was there, they'd be too busy eating their garments. You bald-headed demon.
Right. Like, it was
all eating a carrot.
And then, of course, when they start talking, he's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And I'm just like, yo, this
Watch your tone, Jabari.
But it was cool. I did like the utilization of the whales and sea life. Of course, that was good. Let me just go ahead and make this disclaimer now. If you're one of those people who had a problem with the word colonizer, I really need you to get over yourself.
Or if you're one of those on the Latino side and you had a problem with the representation of darker melanated Latino people, I really need you to get over yourself. Because that is, as much as we don't get represented at all these days, or it's either not enough or too much in some crazy ways, I need you to really get over yourselves. I really need you to get over yourselves.
Exactly. Like, it was fun for what it was, and it was appropriate for what it was. We're closing the chapter, and as I said, it's a good closing. I'm ready to move forward. I hope the rest of you are, because after this, I don't want to hear nobody talking about Shuri didn't get her shine. Okoye didn't get her shine.
Okoye got fired.
What? Yo! First of all, you got your ass beat, then got fired. Like,
bruh. Like,
but yeah, Angela, I like that dress you had on, girl.
Oh my God. Here we go. Here we go.
What? So Angela wasn't looking good?
Yeah, Angela Bassett always looks good, and even close to her 70s.
Mm-hmm. Listen, she aging like wine.
I think we're way past wine at this point.
Well, listen, she's aging like a Wakandan.
Oh my God. So no, in all seriousness, the only thing I don't like about the fact of Wakanda Forever is the fact of they didn't recast T'Challa. Other than that, my only gripe about the movie is the fact that you pretty much had your movie spoiled 4 months in advance. Like, that's
really before that, because we called this last year. We called this already. So
yeah. So, and it pretty much fell in line exactly how the movie script leaked, and pretty much the only thing that wasn't in that script leak that wasn't in the movie was Doctor Doom. But y'all already pretty much stated that you took it out on purpose. So it would have been, the entire script leak would have been true. You just took it out on purpose. And that's my only indictment against the movie. Like that's the only reason why I give it a 6.5. Other than that, if it wasn't for the script leak, I agree with Blair. It is pretty much a 7.5. It's an above average movie. So like I said, differs from the comics in a lot of ways, but once again shows the power of the Wakandan women, which truly is shown throughout the comics if you actually read them. like I don't like, that's the main thing that I don't get. Like y'all, like not everything is woke. Not everything is woke. Not everything is trying to put the black man down or the man down for bigging up women. No, the Wakandan women are savages.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are feeling any type of anything about representation, read, please. I don't want to hear any more about, no, it's not fair. We don't have representation. Every single type of person from every walk of life has representation in Marvel and in DC.
And in comic books in general. The indie comics alone have so much for you to be able to read, but you don't read it. Like, and the thing is, you either don't read it or you don't ask for it to be better. Like, Batwoman is a perfect example. Y'all should have been charging up and down the hills for that horrible representation of her in the TV show, because she's much better in the comics, a hell of a lot better in the comics. Like, she's damn near Batman's equal in the comics. Like, and y'all got that over. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, no, I agree with Blair. Like I said, 7.5 for Wakanda Forever. If I'm not taking in the script leak, M'Baku pretty much steals the show. Namor is pretty much one of the only interesting things. I liked Killmonger, but me and Blair both agree that should have been Bast. That should not have been Killmonger. I know it's great to see him again, but that chapter should have been gone. It would have been nice to go with the comic books and show Bast actually rejecting her because of the fact of she was jealous of his brother's position. She's arrogant. She is selfish, and she is vengeful. And you're not doing it for your people. You're doing it for yourself. And that would have been, and that's pretty much the movie. So to have that reconnected to her, have that reinforced through their God would have been 10 times better than having it through Killmonger.
Not even just that. How about just the simple fact of it is you didn't believe in me anyway.
You didn't believe in none of this.
Right, yeah. So, you wanted to see your family, but you said your family dead. They gone. Like, I ain't got nothing for you, sweetheart. Wake your ass back up and get back to work.
No, but I think that would have been much better than having, even though it's a great scene, don't get me wrong, and like his words and then her mother words at the end of the fight proved to be, of course, great. But I think, having their God be like, you didn't believe in none of this, so why are you here? Because I want to be strong. You are selfish. You are arrogant. You are jealous of your brother's position. No. Until you prove yourself to actually be for not only your brother, but for Wakanda as a whole. And she's woke up, back up, and she's gone.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But for the Blair Thomas, I am Magic. Thank you so much for our video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Do appreciate it. Happy Thanksgiving. And Merry Christmas and all that good stuff. Be safe out there on Thanksgiving and Black Friday. And enjoy the food. Peace.
You'll see us again before Christmas. Don't let that fool you. We're just saying you'll see us again. All right.
Yeah, you probably definitely will. So yeah. Peace.